He lets at that guy, seriously.
Mods?
Hey mods, I'm in. Before you get between title and whatnot.
Alright, we meeting up. I'm gonna go juice.
Yeah, guys, we're working the PC Gamer event revealed stuff, okay?
You just saw Tactical Breach Wizards, a turn-based game of sorcery and SWAT team strategy from the makers of Gunpoint and Heat Signature. My strategy, personally, is very simple. Breach, bang, clear, magic missile, dramatic flourish, abra, cadaver. Get it? Cadaver, dead body. Next, we have a solution to the age-old problem of not having time to read and play video games. Just do both at the same time, obviously. Star Wars Industries has you covered with their sci-fi thriller inspired by Stanislaw Lem's novel, The Invincible. So here's your first look at the first ever gameplay footage.
You, what have you done?
Where are you taking me?
You came here yourself, so what are you expecting, huh?
You've set up a field camp down there.
Yes, ma'am.
So I didn't expect you to have a second one here.
That was the black bar at the bottom,
Here,
though.
and don't dare move. What are you doing here?
You're not gonna like this part.
What'd you say?
Well, a lot of space games lately.
Yep.
Space and vampires. Oh.
The radiation level is growing rapidly. It's starting to get interesting.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that, Doctor.
I located the mobile antimatter cannon.
Another one? How many of those did they... Is it active?
Dead.
I admire your composure.
Wait, someone's here. Astrogator, they're dead.
So you found someone. Fortunately, such unpleasant discoveries are indispensable to the mission.
I didn't let that thought get to me. I was counting on this meeting very much. At worst, it could have been another abandoned place, but not this.
But what exactly?
That's a good question. I'm getting into the recorder.
I thought it lagged.
It did.
What do we have here?
What?
They made their way through with a beam of antimatter.
Why would they make comics about it?
How subtle. Did you locate this passage?
I'm looking at it now. They pierced a hole several meters in diameter and several dozen meters long.
They had the AI draw it for them.
Yasna, do you hear me?
Yes. My head feels like it's bursting from pressure.
Can you continue?
Yes. I'm better now. Actually, there's nothing here that I haven't seen before. There are a lot of metal bushes that were near our camp.
Binley Mega Chippy.
The lower parts of the bushes are, how to put it, fruitless.
So they came to pick the fruits.
This robot looks like it has started its task and got stuck.
What task?
This is one of the robots carrying containers with research material. It took the container, but never left that place.
Why do you think it's stuck?
Well, it goes in circles using the same path.
I hear that sound.
The robot's gone,
You must have broken his loop.
but I didn't.
No, he must have done something. Never mind. Follow it.
Fuck! It's getting up!
What, a robot?
No! Antimat!
Come on, Yasna. Run. Hide.
Oh, that looks cool.
Yasna, are you alive?
Yes, it's fucked up the robot.
What's it doing now?
Take care of our people, Novik.
Looks pretty decent, actually. Didn't look bad.
It's time to take a pit stop
Good one,
at
Wires.
the nearest
You
dungeon
hurrah,
to prove that
hey,
chivalry isn't
you
dead.
hurrah,
You think I emphasize those
Why is he
words
wearing
weirdly? You're
AirPods?
right.
Yeah, listen.
It'll all make
Hurrah,
sense momentarily when you
hey,
see these
Probably an ad.
board games, especially when you hear from our friends at Tripwire Interactive. Roll that beautiful footage.
I like the 9, it's not cringe.
Nah, you don't have
D9's
what it
OG,
takes.
man.
Yeah, very
You'll
OG.
be back
Kids don't
here
know, man.
too scared to try again. Cause the dungeon will turn you into lunch meat. Unless you're way tougher than you look. We got the guns, the turrets, the upgrades. But what you really need is guts and skills. Grab your posse and say your prayers. Be the first to play.
Whoa! Jesus
To give you
Christ!
feedback.
They finally made it.
Have what it takes.
I need some water.
Welcome to F1 Manager 2022, the ultimate F1 simulation, putting you in the position of team principal at one of the 10 current F1 teams, battling it out for a chance to be the next world champion. Choose your team and drive every decision that leads to you making your mark on the grid, and hopefully the podium. Winning championships depends on your ability to make the right calls on and off the track. During races, you'll mastermind strategy, plan tyre stints for each driver, and make changes on the fly when necessary. Issue driver callouts, such as instructing them to attack or defend, manage their tyre wear and battery usage, or even to avoid battling a teammate, all while reacting to dynamic events like race incidents and fluctuating weather and track conditions. Between race weekends, you'll control every detail of your team from your state-of-the-art headquarters. Hire best-in-class staff to work across your aerodynamics and engineering teams and put them to the task to develop your car and prepare new parts for upcoming races. Optimize your finances to keep the board happy, improve and maintain your facilities.
I'll be
and
honest, this is
scout
just not for me.
talent F2 and
I mean,
F3
I like the
to try and
campaign and playing the game
ensure
for fun,
success.
but all this
The
customization
same knowledge is
and
power.
I don't.
Keeping
I'm not a
a
big
close
fan
eye
of
on
it.
a plethora of realistic data will
Already
help give you
pre-ordered
the
Forza,
edge.
bro.
From the finer details of how car parts affect overall performance, to a track's expected grip level, to the condition of your wind tunnel. How you analyze the data and choose to spend your resources will make or break your progress. You'll find depth and detail in abundance, even
Please
down to
show us
real-world
total.
team radio messages
Lockdown
between
2.
drivers and engineers, and race commentary from David Croft and Karun Chandok. While broadcast-style presentation showcases 2022's striking new car design with real trackside and onboard camera angles. The sleek management menus and intuitive controls will drive the immersive F1 fantasy home as you plan and execute the perfect strategy in F1 Manager 2022. Pre-order the digital version now for early access from August 25th.
Bro, I just realized you don't even drive.
Okay.
Hey everyone, after 1 year of Chivalry
Just
2, we've more
realized.
than doubled the size of the game, and now we're excited to
I
bring
love
even more
UX
knights onto
and
the
keep
battlefield.
providing the
Because
good
today,
content, my
right
man.
now, Chivalry 2
Much
is out
love
on
to you,
Steam with
and I
crossplay
hope you
between
have a
all
great day,
platforms.
xQc.
This is our biggest update to the game yet, and it brings players to an all-new desert theater of war, and best of all, brings us horses into Chivalry 2 in mounted combat. We want to thank our community for making the game the success that it's been so far, and if you haven't played it yet, now is the best time to check out Chivalry 2. Take a look at our new trailer that shows off the new update and its Nosian invasion.
This rebellion is at an end. The Agapians flee to their stronghold in the north. This land is mine! Now Denosia rises from the south.
It's a good game.
Kill them all! Throw the dogs back into the desert. Their forces will crash and break against the bulwark. If the wall falls, we must retaliate. Ready the ships! Long has Senosia remained safe from my fury. No more. They dare to strike out at us. Their city will fall. Their people will bleed. Their knowledge will burn. My reign
It's a good game.
will never end.
Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm Phil from Sweet Bandits, live from Quebec City. Really glad to be here today for the
Ooh.
PC Gaming Show. We'll be showing the first trailer for our game, Deceive Inc. It's a multiplayer competitive spy game where you get to use social stealth, high-tech gadgets, and powerful spy abilities to try and get the upper hand. We've had the chance of working with Tripwire Presents on the project, so this is only the beginning. Please follow us on social media at Play Deceiving to learn more. We'll be releasing the game in early 2023 on PC, Xbox Series S and X, and PS5.
Okay, that'd be nice.
Thank you so much, and let's enjoy the trailer.
Good afternoon, agents. Your mission is simple. Infiltrate the frozen coral underwater hotel and retrieve the blueprint of a powerful weapon. As you know, Deceive Inc.'s company policy is to deploy multiple agents to ensure the mission's success. But only one will get the paycheck. Do whatever it takes, agent, and be careful out there.
Try your best. Let's see if it's enough. Booyah! Ka-ching! Oh, come on. They can't be this fast.
And they thought it was secure. In the end, I am victorious.
They're really not gonna make it easy for
I'm
me.
gonna be honest, we've been having a lot of games like these in recent years. Like,
is that it?
Retro modern
Right on
games
target.
of like infiltration or like spying or whatever.
It can't end like this.
Target acquired.
Retrofuturism, that's the one, yeah.
Point. All done.
A lot of them.
Really? Mission complete.
Name 3. We Happy Few, maybe. Fucking. Yeah, I'm bad with names, man. I'm bad with names, man.
Like it.
I'm bad with names, man.
Jesse took
I meant the style. Deathloop.
I love
You started
that
with
shit.
deceiving.
Do you ever have a reoccurring dream that you really wish would come true?
Pretty much.
What else?
I mean, mine
There's a
personally
bunch.
involves a flight of
not
unicorns
crazy.
and a Valkyrie army on Pegasuses, but you know, yours may be different. But you know, somehow I doubt it. This year, we've partnered with the PC builders at iBuyPower to bring a very different dream to life. My dream PC room. Unfortunately, there's bad news for me. I don't get to keep it. But very good news for one of you. We're going to be giving the entire contents of this room away to a lucky winner watching the show. So let's dive in and see what's up for grabs.
Can I win that?
The beating heart of any PC gaming dream room is, of course, the rig, so let's start there. As you can see, the mad geniuses at iBuyPower have built an absolute doozy. The first thing you'll notice is that Height Y60 case with its wraparound tempered glass panels. This thing is built from the ground up to display the sickest PC tech you can squeeze into a desktop machine. And let's face it, if you've managed to bag a serious graphics card in these dry times, you owe it to the silicon gods to show it off properly. Okay, the case and lighting looks dope, but for this to be a true dream PC, we need more than just state-of-the-art drip. Luckily, the substance matches the style. So let's check out the guts of our dream PC, and trust me, there's plenty of power crammed in. The big question, though, is what pixel pusher iBuyPower has used, and you won't be disappointed with an overclocked RTX 3090 from Gigabyte, right? This 24GB monster of a GPU packs the cooling to stay chill and the power to smash through any game you throw at it. The graphics card is the rig's MVP, but any superstar needs some dope backup, and the fastest gaming CPU around, the Intel 5.5GHz Core i9 12900KS with 32GB of DDR5 RAM and 2TB of seriously fast SSD storage, both from ADATA, makes up the perfect support team.
Cool.
Whew, that is a whole lot of PC. But Mika, you may greedily wonder, what about the peripherals? Well, animal lovers, we got you covered, because the Height Eclipse wireless headset comes in plush vegan leather trim with a 30-hour battery life and competition-grade 2.4GHz connection. And you noisy typers are going to love the clicky-clacky mechanical keyboard that comes with it.
That one game, damn.
Oh, I'm sorry, what was that?
It's dirty.
RGB? Well, of course! The keyboard and mouse both light up like Atlantic City on a Saturday night. And yeah, you can turn it off so you can actually get some sleep. You can find out more about this gear feature today over at iBuyPower.com, but I know what you really want to know. The info on how to win this beastly setup. So here are the details.
Thanks, Mika. Yes, folks, it couldn't be easier to enter our Dream PC giveaway. For your chance, just head over to pcgamer.com/dreampc
I'm so tired.
and follow the simple instructions. There, you'll find a complete breakdown of the prize, which, don't worry, also comes with some very swish monitors as well as the eligibility rules. Good luck, gamers.
That is right. Just head over to pcgamer.com/dreampc for your chance to win. But for now, let's get back to the games.
Yeah,
From
the games, man.
Interactive and A44 Games comes Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn, an action RPG from the team behind Ashen, where gods and guns collide.
Ashen?
When the gods first emerged from the great below, we saw them as saviors. Instead, they unleashed a pestilence on our world. No one yet knows if you can kill a god. I, for one,
we always saw this.
Intend to find out.
Why are giveaways only for the US? I don't get it. I don't understand that. Shipping? Okay, but I mean, just ship and pay more money. What? It's for legal, you think? National giveaways lanes laws are strange. Yeah, okay, that sucks. The any team is good, we always say this. Like I said, what I think would be good here about this game is the depth of combat, and I hope it's like very unforgiving and like engaging with the player. And not some like, I'm gonna just spam like 8 abilities and the sim combo 8 times.
Hey PC Gaming Show. I'm Derek Bradley, the CEO of A44 Games and creative director
This
of
is what we were
Flintlock,
talking about
The
with
Siege of
Old
Dawn.
E3, right?
Yeah, the
Flintlock
what?
is set in a world
This is
ruled by
Old E3 we were talking about, where they show
as
mid
humanity,
game and they talk
we
about
now
it for a
have the
bit.
power of black powder and bombs and flintlock rifles to finally overthrow the gods and take the world back. You'll play as Nor, a Blackstream sapper, one of the elite explosives experts of the Coalition forces. Nor herself has a personal vendetta against the gods and will stop at nothing to get her revenge. But you won't be going it alone. Where Nor brings firepower, her fox-like companion Enki brings magic to the battlefield. You will have to master a combination of axe combat and gunplay, while your companion Enki uses his magical powers to disrupt enemies. We can't wait to show you more of Flintlock before it's released next year. Head over to our socials for more info, and don't forget to wishlist now on Steam and Epic Game Store. Have a great show.
Coming up next, a mysterious new sci-fi game from 11-Bit Studios, the creators of This War of Mine. Hear all about it in our exclusive interview. We'll also show you what's next for Outriders from Square Enix and People Can Fly. Plus, if you look back on high school and think, you know, those 4 years would have been better if I was fighting literal demons, you're definitely going to want to study up on our next world-exclusive independent game inspired by the Persona series. Choke your health potions now because there is so much more PC gaming.
Yeah, I might actually skip, to be honest.
Before we go, the folks at
Bro,
Compass
I might
Data
go hang out
Centers
with
have
my
a
mom.
little quiz for you. How much
Yeah,
higher
those
is
were
5G's
not-
data capacity compared to current 4G
Thank
networks?
God they told us what was coming
Scan
up
this
next.
QR code and answer the question for a chance to win 500
If this
bucks
next
worth
game
of
is
stuff
mad,
from
we'll see.
Razer, or visit gaming.compassdatacenters.com. Okay, now back to the PC Gaming Show.
Yeah, Pluto, I might skip, I'm not kidding.
Ready to game the system.
If this next game doesn't go crazy mode.
You slay. You achieve.
What's your take on this?
You win. So
I
should
think I
your
want-
bank account, because your
This credit
power
card.
shouldn't stop when the game does.
Thing.
Mana is the best gaming rewards debit card where you can earn perks and points.
I know what
by
it does.
playing
What's the
and
point of
playing,
it?
And get rewarded with the things you actually want. Like that skin you can't
Yeah, I'm not
wait
gonna
to
say
show
anything
off.
either, but dude,
Or your
we
next
might
gear
get sponsored,
upgrade.
right?
So why pay any other way? Pay with mana. Pay with power.
I feel you.
Well,
Man.
I mean, they're credit cards. I
In
mean,
the
they're like.
system.
So I know
Oh,
what
yeah,
you're
I did a
thinking,
bounty for it
and
yesterday,
the answer is
but-
yes.
Bro,
It's time
bro.
to talk about
It's a credit
The
card.
Alters, the brand new
Credit
game
cards are like,
from
I
11
mean-
Bit Studios. The Warsaw-based studio made us cry in this war of mine, make
I mean,
difficult
they are
choices
credit
in the
cards for
face of
everything.
climate apocalypse in Frostpunk,
Oh, it's the
and
bits.
battle encroaching
Oh.
corruption in Children of Morta. The Alters sends us to the deepest, darkest reaches of space, in a survival story that is guaranteed to give you an existential crisis, in a good way. This is a really big moment for this year's show. I can't wait.
You think
Let's
he read the
take a
chat about the AirPods?
Nah.
He's watching us, dude.
Interesting. Look like a Rich Campbell. That's interesting.
More space.
Huh?
I have a theory. It's space because all the kids played Among Us, and they grew up to want space games.
Yeah, no. What is that?
That was cool though. I wonder what it is though.
Yeah, I kind of wish we had like a little bit more.
Joining us now to talk about what we just saw all the way from Poland is Tomasz Kasilewicz of 11-Bit Studios. Welcome to the PC Gaming Show, and thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Hello.
Okay, there is a lot to unpack there. We got clones, we got this huge wheel. Tell us, what did we just see?
Well, first of all, these guys were not exactly the clones. We saw Jan, our main character, who's traveling with a group of the Alters, who are the alternative versions of the same person. And they are going through this distant alien planet in their mobile base, which was the wheel you saw at the end.
So what's the player's goal as they're progressing through the story?
So you are a space builder stranded on this distant planet, and your goal is to survive and find a way back home. But the thing is, in order to do so, you need to create those alters, as each one of them have different set of skills and character traits. So these are things necessary for your survival and finding a way back home.
So from the trailer, totally this could be a horror, a thriller, a mystery. What should players expect?
Actually, there are bits
escape
of
home or return home
like,
or visit
there
planets.
Is this mystery as we're looking deep into the soul of the character, but what you find there can also be pretty scary. So there are those beats of psychological horror and drama, but then on top of it we have this quite thick layer of surreality. I mean, how surreal would it be to one day, you know, wake up next to a little different alternative version of your very self?
Now, there's a quote that you shared with me earlier, that man cannot remake himself without suffering, for he is both the marble and the sculptor. How does this quote relate to the story?
So this quote, it relates directly to the main theme of our game. We as people, we are shaping ourselves every single day with every single decision that we are making. This process, the whole process of becoming who we are, it can be quite painful at times. But in our game, Jan, the main character, he has
this is exactly what I kind of want to not as like an event. I like the one their style better.
But also reshaping himself and numerous times.
Kind of a drag.
With every single altar that he is creating.
Do you see this as more of a classic sci-fi story, something like a Ray Bradbury work, or is it something more
Well, it is very
get mad at me.
classic sci-fi in a way that
like
we are
this game though, I don't know.
a relatable topic, and we are using the sci-fi theme, we are using the sci-fi setting to look at it through the magnifying lenses. But then when we're choosing the tools, this is a very contemporary game, and we're taking advantage of what video games are as a medium.
Like, are they gonna show us what the game
we're
is at
using
least?
tools like systematic design and non-linearity in order to put the players in the middle of the experience.
We still gotta watch
and
the trailer 3
in
more
the end,
times.
allow them to create their own stories inside the game.
I wanted to ask a little bit about the relationship of your previous titles to the alters, whether there's any narrative or themes or even just influence that those games had on this one.
Well, the alters is purely 100% our game, 11-Bit Studios game, and it's created in line with our meaningful entertainment philosophy. So it's a game we hope that it will make you think even after you stop playing it. This War of Mine was this first huge milestone. It paved the way for all the future titles. And with Frostpunk, it was taken to another level with the strong focus on the emergent narrative. And now with the alters, we want to follow that path, but we also really want to push the boundaries even further and expand on how we approach meaningful topics inside the design of our games.
Okay.
Thanks so much again to Tomasz and the whole team at 11-Bit Studios for joining us this year.
And on my fucking hands! Oh my god!
Through day 1 to 8, let's head on over to Mika Burton and keep things rolling like a mess.
Oh my god!
Thanks, Day9. Honestly, I need to look into getting myself cloned so I can make time to play all of these awesome games we've seen so far. But I'm also.
How did it get that far up? How?
When
I'm so done.
Single
Fuck.
hand-to-hand combat when they steal my life, making me wonder if I was the clone all along.
How did it get? How did it get to the my hand?
Yeah, no, it's totally worth it for video games. Anyway, that's a problem for future Mika. Present Mika is much more interested in what you all have been saying about the show so far. So keep letting us know your thoughts by using hashtag PC Gaming Show on all platforms.
We overreact, dude.
Now let's get back to the
There's
real weird
and I
zone
caught my
here.
legs and my hands, man.
I mean video games. Video games.
Bro, you know what's coming after this, right?
No, what is it?
Them talking about this.
This what?
What we're watching.
What do you mean? If you're bad, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. This is.
Don't worry, you'll find out. They're gonna talk about it for 10 minutes. Devs. Guess the country it's from.
I don't know. Where is it from?
Oh, I thought they were gonna go to.
Okay, no, I'm actually out of there. I'm out.
Wait, this game looks sick.
Wait, they finally fucking did this?
Yeah. That was what's special about this game is that you can buy both the digital one or the paper version. It's a flip book.
Dude, we've been waiting for this shit for years as gamers. Finally giving us what we need. First Minesweeper, now this? Holy fuck. Wake up, dude. Age of Empires 1 comes out tomorrow.
No way, the game has saves! Did you see that?
I saw that.
Saved!
How are they gonna have memory compatibility with that?
They literally showed a portion of them saying they showed the saving.
Sure. When Tiny Build lets you open your own medieval potion shop, you get
That's all they had.
Master alchemist. But when I do it, I get a sternly worded letter from my landlord that my
It works.
cauldron violates our lease agreement. Whatever, it's his loss.
Never again will you
But more
have to
importantly,
do
folks,
non-save
we promise
games.
you the maximum amount of games humanly possible.
Just gonna show the
And to
options
deliver
mid cutscene. Looking VSync.
What the fuck are we looking at, man?
It's Animal Royale.
I played the shit out of this. For like 1 hour.
It's sponsor, yeah.
No, I wasn't sponsored.
Yeah, at least they're just going through, you know?
Yeah, true.
Was that the Disrespector?
You wasted the car.
He doesn't care.
Oh, what is this?
What skin is that on the M4? X probably has it better.
True.
These are just defaults, they're literally poor.
It turned based. Oh, clearly that wasn't their turn because they got fucking rolled without even doing anything.
Damn, dude, that.
TFT.
There's a lot of people that love this shit, though.
Abo Hotel.
Ooh, free demo now.
I don't think you can say on that one though. The tech isn't there yet. No
They
sense.
look like For the King. Did you see that?
Before your eyes lies the Celestial Islands. A world of peace above the clouds.
Yeah.
Protected
Yeah, I don't know if the game. This game looks good, but no saves.
Does it have saving capability?
Am I just tired, or like why is that so funny?
That is pretty funny, you know.
They hope no one knows.
You think they saw the save part? That's important.
Laughing at indie devs? Oh, come on, it's not like that. It's not like that. It's the fact that they put the fucking game.
Yeah, as like a feature.
Planet
Yeah.
Earth, our beautiful home.
Not that deep.
Protected,
It's
we
not that
must
deep.
reach out to explore the unknown. Our team of experts is presently probing the deep sea in a struggle against the yoke of overregulation.
Did you guys think of Rust too?
Security and defense innovations
Yeah,
are
it looks like
any
oil
trouble
rig.
down to size. We surge forward, obliterating the enemies of
Killing
progress.
floor.
But we refuse to let these victories go to our
Is it?
heads. We
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
the future. We are Ozine.
And now it's time to give you an exclusive briefing on what's next for one of PC gaming's titans of modding, simulation, and scale. Arma 4. Last month, developer Bohemia Interactive kicked things off by releasing Arma Reforger on Steam in early access. This playable prototype will be a foundation for Arma 4.
JRP killer.
With it playable on Steam now,
Cap.
we have a ton of questions about the future of Arma. I mean, after all, this is the series that helped birth the survival genre through DayZ. Oh, and also this other little niche genre you may have heard of called Battle Royale. To help us peer into the future for this project, we've got none other than Bohemia Interactive. Thank you so much for joining us.
Why aren't they sitting?
So as of right now, Arma Reforger has been out for about a month. What is it that you've been learning or seeing from players?
At first, we've learned that players like Reforger a lot and they appreciate the work we've put into it. We also realized
the middle not have a name?
the quality of our games.
The guy in the right.
And we are very pleased by the reactions of both our community and the new players who immediately started flooding internet with videos, playthroughs, and praise of our new technology. So we are very glad that the reception was so good.
So there's no doubt players who have been longtime fans of the franchise stepping into Arma Reforger, and I'm curious, what were some of the big challenges of rebuilding that specific Arma?
Yo, I'm lagging really bad right now, so I don't know why though.
Very tricky subject
I know why,
because
sorry.
even internally it's an ongoing kind of fight.
No,
So I'm myself very much on the very purist side of things. So no HUD, no
He's
save
fine
games,
now,
no
but-
superficial helpers, and this fight can get very
He looked like he
intense
needed
even
help
in
earlier.
house. So I'm the real Arma purist, and I'm on
nice,
this
nice,
for
man.
25 years now, so I will keep fighting, but obviously this is part of the fun. So there's always never-ending battle. I think 2 years ago we really struggled to keep it Arma and even internally preserve our own standards. So do it our own way rather than replicating what's maybe normal in other games, because our goal is not to make the same game as all other games. So our goal is to remain unique.
I'm curious if you can speak to what the main goals of Reforger is, because it's a little unusual compared to other releases. I mean, for instance, how much content should a player expect if, say, they've been playing Arma 3 for years?
Our goals were, of course, to restart the series from technological standpoint, really make room for some new achievements, utilize the technology which is state of the art, both in terms of how it looks like, how it's controlled, how it can be modded.
It's important to understand it may look as a kind of normal game on the surface, but there's a big system behind it. So just the tool suite is a massive tool suite, never tested by a large public. So it's a premiere of a tool suite, and these tools are being built for nearly 5 years now. So we really need users to start using them to keep improving and continue building it.
Sorry to interrupt, but we have one quick question from the Arma fans. Has Russia's invasion of Ukraine impacted your approach to Arma 4 and Arma Reforger, a game that depicts the Cold War?
Well, yes, because
Who
it's
asked that?
extremely close to us. We even live in a way very nearby. So
What was
definitely,
that?
On the other hand, we started work on this many years ago, so the direction was set before. But we always approach conflicts and armed conflicts with a great level of respect. We're still at the beginning, but we definitely would like to continue in our exploring this serious theme.
Arma, as I see it, has always been a bit more of a anti-war game. It's an entertainment.
What is on this chat?
It's fair thing to admit. On the other hand, given the topic, given our, let's say, maturity and long time we've spent on it, and our ambition to portray it as a all very complex and gritty thing, I would like us to contribute by not just entertaining people, but also educating them on the subject. This was the whole point of starting the cooperation with the International Committee of the Red Cross, and I believe we have great potential. Big responsibility.
Don't be weird, chat. Don't be weird. Stop. Don't replicate what you're saying. That's weird. Yeah, you guys weren't doing it before. Stop doing it even now. That's fucking weird.
To the good side of things.
This would not be an interview about Arma unless we were asking about modding. I mean, so many amazing games and genres came from Arma mods. So I gotta know what's possible in Reforger that wasn't possible in the past.
Now with this technology, it's possible to create entirely different things, like entirely different games. It has so many variables, but the beauty now is that much more of it is user accessible, unlike the previous games. So people can easily digest how this is constructed in our workbench tools. So unlike previously where it was more hard-coded in the C++ engine, so now they can check the data of every single element of the game and go much deeper than in previous games. So this will be super exciting.
Mods.
Now, I wanted to ask a little bit about performance, because anyone who's played Arma knows that it can get really challenging to get a good frame rate in those massive multiplayer matches. So I'm curious, what expectations should players have about performance leading into Arma 4?
Arma 3 was built on foundations laid down in times of single core and no GPUs, basically. So this time much more computations and intensive rendering things can be done directly on GPU, but it required completely new approach.
Again, we are in the beginning and we know that there are problems, there are difficulties, but we are solving them one by one. We are really gathering community feedback and even our own definitely feedback, so we are moving things forward. And yeah, it's about optimization. It's not that much about FPS, but also for like network traffic, for instance. When you have this massive multiplayer game, it's a huge challenge. Server performance, of course, and all the technical things. So we are moving forward.
Thank you so much again, Bohemia Interactive, for giving us the inside scoop on both Arma Reforger and Arma 4. Now, you don't go anywhere, because here is what's around the corner.
Just around the corner in the PC Gaming Show, prepare to experience terror ranging from the subaqueous to the subconscious with the latest from Shiro Games. Hold on to your butts, because front-end development spared no expense on the new Jurassic World Evolution 2 expansion, and get your crowbars ready for Half-Life Alyx Levitation, a special project from some very talented modders. Oh modders, what would PC gaming be without you? While we're here, quick geography question.
Okay.
Which parts of the world use the most bandwidth for gaming? Answer this question for the folks at
yes, I love this. I think I'm gonna dip this one shit.
Gift card. Scan the QR code on the screen to enter.
Last year, Shiro Games debuted War Tales.
I just DM'd Jesse when I was laughing at it.
What is it?
It's medieval sandbox RPG on the way. Up next, we'll hear what's up with Shiro's slate of projects, and stick around for the debut of two
so they got any cool games?
Decarnation and Abyssals.
Hey, there's like a funny bone, something that made me laugh only.
I'm James, and I can't wait to show you everything that we've got prepared for you today. So it's been
a
a crazy couple of months for everyone here at Shiro Games.
Down.
With
I'm down to
leave
this unless something cool's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm down out of here.
But today, let's look at Dune Spice Wars multiplayer mode.
Wait, you guys want to see this?
Up to 4 players can go head-to-head and free-for-all. 2v2.
For only $199 you can get the Arma 4.5
We're introducing new synergy systems between factions that will open a vast number of strategies to help you crush your opponents.
You can later upgrade for the super high digital collection for an extra $29.99.
After 5 years and nearly 3 million units sold, Northgard's story finally continues. In a new chapter set shortly after the events of the first campaign, Ragnarok is
decimated. Xbox games that I don't really play much.
Long-standing alliances have been broken. Violence and betrayal now plague the continent. Forced to depart what they once called home, our heroes arrive on unknown shores and find themselves confronted by unfamiliar faces in a dangerous new realm. This Northgard expansion arrives this winter.
That was the game trailer? Fuck.
And for all of our War Tales players out there, Cooperative is finally coming to our open world tactical RPG.
Okay.
You share food, gold, and camp with your friends. But you can split up to cover more grounds.
xQc.
Before every fight, devise the perfect strategy to overcome any threats that may stand in your way.
Okay.
But be careful in your approach, as one wrong
What?
move may lead to your group's demise. The co-op update will allow you to play between 2 to 4 players, and it
Cool.
will be available this summer.
Can you save? Wait, this is another game? What's going on?
Wait, was it the same game?
We just saw 3 different games.
I thought it was the same
New publishing
game, just like a
label
little
created by
mode.
indies
Oh my.
for indies, and
Different
we are
mode.
very proud to announce 2 new titles coming from the Shiro Unlimited family.
Wait, they're doing like fights at once?
I guess. I thought that was the... I don't know what's going on.
It seemed like our last
Space.
chance to start again, to escape Earth's devastation.
We used our limited resources to lay the foundations of a new life, deep below the waves of this
Why are they as big as the
strange
building?
planet.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like StarCraft, you know?
But soon,
True.
we
Wait, this isn't
realized
space,
it
this
was
is water.
not the dream world we had hoped for.
When faced against the darkness of the abyss, we found ourselves helpless.
Lost.
Isolated.
Abyssals.
Abyssals.
Now we need to talk about it.
So this year we're... Oh, they have 2. This is a different...
Oh?
Oh!
Habbo Hotel.
Why is there scary music?
Whoa, you guys see that?
Hey, he's grabbing the titty.
It's kind of cool though.
Yeah, that's got way better.
Oh, I like that a lot. That's cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh shit, Jesus.
Cool picture
that's
too.
Dub. That's dub.
Thank you very much for sticking with us, everyone. We hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
I liked that. Like they had like 6 games ready to go. Boom, out of there.
Actually,
You just saw why you were exactly right to be afraid of the ocean in Abyssals. And you confronted your inner demons in the retro dream horror of Decarnation. Next up, how do you rebuild a city in a world set after the collapse of civilization?
Oh, not again.
Let's find out how by taking a look at I Am Future from Tiny Build.
Post-apocalyptic games, man.
They're being a bunch of hoes with the good games.
They might. Maybe at the end we just get hit with a bunch of good ones.
Worms.
Not anymore.
Warning. Hibernation aborted. Your total hibernation time was 6 years, 6 months, 5 days. Welcome to Eden, your new home.
I have no idea where the hell I am. But damn, this place is gorgeous.
What?
What?
Yeah, okay.
Wait, it's coming back. Going back down.
I get it.
Interesting.
forefathers conquered Caldaria and bestowed it upon us, a new generation.
What is this?
To share or spar.
I swear we just saw 4 of these.
Our great houses seek to obtain the Emperor's favor, cultivating our lands and subjects.
Yeah, it feels like we went back in time.
And enrich the realm.
No.
I'm seriously confused.
Of course.
Prominence can be secured.
This definitely have saves.
As delicacy.
Will you be able to build your legacy of power?
What is this screen?
The great houses of Caldaria.
Oh, that was funny too.
Damn.
And now, for these next trailers, it's true. They do move in herds. That was so much. The thought process is simple. God creates dinosaurs, God destroys dinosaurs, man destroys God, man creates video games to play.
That was the
with
fastest
dinosaurs.
easy to cringe
Just
I've
be
ever
warned,
seen in chat.
one of these trailers
That was,
might come as
I think, a
bit of
world
shock
record.
to the system.
I've never seen it go from easy to cringe so fast.
Space. It's dinosaurs.
No, Jurassic Park. That game is good for like a couple hours, then it gets, I don't know.
Video hate content.
It's like a massively grindy fucking sim. I don't know. I didn't like it.
I heard people like it though. People like the grind though.
Smiled.
For a little bit, at most.
Oh,
PC gamer.
Just as F.
PC gay.
Interfacing with
Yeah, it lagged at that.
for their own entertainment. The very notion disgusts me. Look upon my
Did you see the article that PC Gamer did on me today? They were cooking me up.
At its magnificence.
For what? For like 8 pages of just cooking me.
For what though?
Citadel Station.
The trial. The trial watching.
The trial one?
Is on the verge of
fuck.
a new era.
That was funny.
I, Shodan, and its new goal.
Sad. Made her doing something right.
Look at you, hacker.
You made someone really busy writing for a while.
Well, just saying F.
How can you challenge a perfect, immortal machine?
Yeah, she was lagging.
You are an insect. You are nothing.
Is this System Shock 2 actually. Fucking dope.
Create.
Why am I talking?
I iterate. I
Literally in a trance.
flesh and steel into perfection.
Oh wow.
Dude, that game I thought looked absolutely crazy bussin'. I thought people didn't really talk about. I think it was called Routine or something like that.
Oh yeah.
It looked insane.
39.
Remind me what it looked like again? Like what is it?
What? It's
it looked like Dead Space, right?
Scary robot game, yeah, but yeah.
And they will have retribution.
People are saying Europe probably.
What an
on Twitch
incredible and frankly horrifying trailer. Developed by Night Dive Studio, System Shock is the return of a beloved, acclaimed sci-fi saga. Today, to take us even further inside the world of System Shock, I am thrilled to welcome the one and only Warren Spector. Thanks so much for joining us, Warren.
Hey, thanks for having me. This is going to be fun.
In terms of trying to translate the experience of a game from 1994, 3 decades later to now, what doesn't carry over well?
The first thing is the graphics, obviously. We did the best we could, but it was pretty primitive back then.
I mean,
the other one is.
I think Paul was actually right about this. I think
if you look at the,
you were
going
back.
The original.
Huh? We went back somehow.
Came up, and it
that was
filled
the old game he's showing.
It's just insane. I don't know how the guys at Night Dive did it. It's amazing, but. Frankly, as I think back on it,
I didn't know there was a System Shock like this.
Holds up pretty well. I'm excited to see it.
I had no idea.
Just wondering if you think many modern gamers are aware of the impact that System Shock has had in terms of gameplay systems, in terms of narrative structure, on so many games that came after it.
I'm not sure people see the influence, which is a little unfortunate. but I think the rest of the world is going to get a chance now to experience it, and I think they'll see not just that they're having fun playing this game, but also see that other games follow in its footsteps.
Nowadays, we walk around with computers in our pockets. We're worried about the evil of algorithms. How do you think about a character like Shodan in 2022?
Shodan seems far too close to reality to me right now, and let's just hope that she doesn't show up as nasty a form as she did back in 1994.
That picture was so scary back in the day.
Thank you so much for joining us, and I want to let you know I cannot wait to return back to that world I played and enjoyed so much as a kid. Cheers.
Yeah, I can't wait to return to that world. I forgot right? Basically the fans know way more about the game than I do now, so it'll be a new experience for me too.
Thank you so much again, War Inspector, for joining us to talk all things System Shock.
That was nice and sweet.
I personally can't wait for the game to come out, though. It might completely ruin my sleep schedule, but before I spiral further, here are some more games to cram into your eyeballs.
Since the first pioneers changed the harshest aspects of our world, every generation has upheld the promise of our forefathers.
3 years. Dude, actually space.
Would forever be without misery or bloodshed.
They finally made a space game?
It's about time.
Jesus.
How long have we waited for this?
Well, since Unreal 5 came out, we knew space was going to be fucking banging.
Any victory achieved through that deepest expression
I'm telling you, Elon Musk did this.
would be as devastating as defeat. We have but a singular purpose: to establish peace and security for all mankind.
The war between Mars and Titan devastated our solar system.
Who's talking?
Lead the survivors to Demarat, where you will continue Falling Frontiers storyline campaign in orbit of an alien star.
What?
I played this game for 10 minutes.
I played it for an hour until I got second loading every fucking 10 minutes.
We all played this game, dude. I died. I died and you had to use your real money to res me.
Yeah, you literally.
Yeah, dude.
I had to tab out and actually get real money to fucking res. That was so stupid.
No, there's the money right there too.
Laughing at it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything because I'm gonna be sponsored.
Kendrick Lamar Omega fucking laugh.
I mean, it was funny for a little bit. Just...
Ain't no way this flamingo helmet wearing.
I missed the game that you could ride on the bikes. Remember those that came after H1Z1? What was that called?
Isn't that like the game Dock Light too? Or was it Docket?
Might have been. I forget what it's called.
Radical Heights?
I'm a boomer and didn't mean to donate with that stupid voice previously.
What's something like that?
I'm telling you, I made tech in that game. I actually figured out tech.
Yep. I believe it, man.
It was the trampoline.
All right, gamers, good work. You've made it here to a site of grace.
Wow.
Or a bonfire, or a sculptor's idol, or a lamp. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Replenish your potions and most importantly, keep letting us know what games you're excited about using hashtag PC Gaming Show. I mean, personally, I can't wait to play The Altars. Ah, good. Now, we're all rested up.
How do you even know what Altars is,
It's time
though?
to enjoy a slice of that lovely cyberpunk life, courtesy of Novalis, and experience the investigative horror
It's the
of
game with the
latest
9 of the
from
same
mind
guy.
Yeah, but what is it though?
Huh?
Like, what is the gameplay?
It's gonna be like Frostpunk.
I guess it makes sense that someone with no sense of humor and taste would hate Little Dicky.
GTA 6. Finally.
Bro put post above Kendrick Lamar and where?
Sorry.
Well, I don't want to spoil things too much.
The day Jay-Z is lower than Post Malone is the day 1 equals 2. Today, 2 equals 1.
Donos?
Puff, you never listened to a Kendrick
I actually
Jay-Z
love
album.
games like these.
Donos.
Yep. I love these types of games. I play the fuck out of these.
The horror ones?
No, it's just like you gotta find hints and things, and then it puts you to other shit. And you gotta find hint clues, and it puts you to other.
What was it? Bleeding from his dick?
Yeah.
Now it's worth more.
Did you ever read his diary?
Huh? Oh goddamn.
Pretty cool. I like this stuff and shit.
What?
Like,
We can take a break. We should take a break.
See what they're called.
Somebody, this is my house, by the way. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up playing it 'cause it's like an active movie game.
Oh, it's the people that made her
boss,
story.
time
Oh
to
yeah,
wake up.
that's sick.
We
Is
got
it 505
customers
Mr. Rain or
waiting.
no?
What do you mean you don't know where to start? Let's clean this place up. Move some chairs and tables around. We can make this place shine again. If the
what is
weather gets
505
bad, we can grow some veg in the greenhouse.
What they make?
Once we start making
I
real
know.
money,
It's not decent, though.
well, then you can rent that fancy new apartment in Midtown. So make friends, make enemies. If
I like
customers
building shit,
are
though.
rude, just turn on the
Wait,
old
this is from
charm.
Terraria people? No.
Or water down their drinks. I'm not your conscience.
Oh, it's a publisher, okay.
It's like Sims.
This is a world to explore, to make stories. Your stories.
Oh. Nope.
Oh,
You
yeah.
ever look up at the clouds and wonder what's up there? Well, if you dream big enough, maybe you'll find out. Maybe we all will. Welcome to Nivalis.
Okay.
Hope it's good.
Hi, I'm Marco.
And I'm Roman.
At Ironlands, we are big fans of cyberpunk fiction and games. But we have our own
Dude,
ideas
Andy
of what a
Samberg,
cyberpunk
right?
world can be.
Oh.
This is the game in which you manage your restaurant, bar, or nightclub,
Is that his
take
name?
care of your staff, make
Such
deals,
I have long nose hairs,
farm,
it tickle me when
and
I breathe.
experience the stories of the people you meet.
Or maybe you just want to take the
I
day
don't know what
off
it
and
is.
go fishing at the docks instead. Nivalis primarily uses voxel art for the environments. We spend lots of time creating a unique atmosphere with high levels of detail and dynamic elements.
We are excited about the cyberpunk world we're making, and we can't wait to see the choices you'll make and how you'll choose to live your life.
Jesus, man, this is
when
some
you come
perky
visit us
titties.
in Nivalis. You can wishlist Nivalis now on Steam and the Epic Game Store.
Mana is the gaming rewards debit card that puts the power back in the hands of players. So with every quest you complete and every purchase you make, you're earning for the rewards you actually want. We make it easy for you to set up and start. Just sync your favorite games to your Mana account and start earning real-life rewards the next time you play. So why pay any other way?
I don't even understand.
Pay with Mana. Pay with power. Mana.
Is it like
Game
purchase-related
system.
goals or like actual in-game goals? Like,
Yeah,
Get ready to
buy
overfire
100 loot
your
boxes,
eyeballs,
purchase
because this next
10,000
trailer is
fucking
coming in
V-Bucks.
hotter than my computer with 3 Chrome tabs open.
Mir, holy fuck, we're here.
I was here to watch this. Holy shit! Finally.
Oh.
I've been waiting for this.
Alright, I'll see you guys, man.
Actually?
Well. But I feel like I should go.
Well, is there gonna be anything after this? Because this was the last game they showed in that like 6-game thing.
not
There has
yet,
to be
then.
something after. There's gotta be something after.
So this game doesn't have saves though. I'm telling you right now. I played it already. It doesn't
they're,
save it.
They're afraid to go into the start menu and show us. That's the thing.
That was my favorite thing about the event. What else?
I don't know. I don't remember anymore.
A lot of games aren't for me, but this is definitely not for me though. Holy fucking.
Well, they said they got inspired by
It was
Persona.
Canute. Did you see his name? His name was Canute.
Wait, really?
Yeah, Canute with an E in the end.
Yes, it.
I'm dying of the cold. The boss gun looks cool though. GTA 6 after this, though.
You want to play the beta?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to use the code for GTA 6 yet, or should I wait?
You
have to wait. Yeah, have to wait.
Like, you can't stream it, right?
No, we can't stream it.
When can I put the code in?
You just saw
whenever I go offline.
from Welsh developer Isbrid Games. And now, it's time to take a bit of a spooky transition. If you're at home, turn on all the lights in the room. Make sure the salt circle is unbroken. And check to see that your door is properly painted with sacrificial lamb's blood, because things are about to get certifiably terrifying. Let's look at the H.R. Giger-inspired biopunk horror, Scorn.
Desolate and decayed. A grisly nightmare of macabre perception. Greetings.
I have like a little
I'm
pimple on
your
my tongue.
host, Doug Bradley.
Under?
And I invite you to join me as we explore Scorn's mesmerizing labyrinth
Just don't squeeze or nothing. It doesn't make it better. Just don't touch it.
It does make it better, actually.
You awake.
It does?
Yeah.
In the middle of a desolate hellscape, filled with biomechanical contraptions, part flesh, part machine.
Fart
An
machine?
industrial civilization, now lying in decay and ruin. A hidden fauna sleeps within the underbelly of the world, wanting nothing more than to be left undisturbed. Scorn has been carefully crafted with great attention to detail. Everything is focused on building a specific atmosphere. From a unique organic ecosystem to an unsettling soundscape created by Ethek and Lustmord. Scorn has no dialogue, so most of the storytelling comes from the environment. Discovering the ever-present symbiotic relationships and how things are connected equips you with the tools to progress. While there is shooting within the game, Scorn is not a shooter. Every encounter must be carefully considered. A wrong choice could be deadly. I hope you've enjoyed this glimpse into the twisted world of Scorn. The team at Ebb Software can't wait for you to uncover the secrets of this unique world as you experience Scorn firsthand this October. Are you prepared to unravel your inner self within Scorn's world of horror?
No.
Okay.
Hey,
now, while I've been delightedly playing Dune Spice Wars, harvesting melange and trying to figure out how to pronounce...
Where'd he get those?
Quisatz Haderach.
Hey, pods are back in.
I'm equally ready to turn hordes of Tyranids into a Jackson Pollock painting in Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. In this brutal third-person shooter, you once again step into the oversized power armor of Titus, an elite Primaris Space Marine in a galaxy immersed in a never-ending war. To take us further inside the grimdark, I am joined by Tim Willits and Oliver Hollis, the creative director, on Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. First of all, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for having us.
Good to be here.
Now, Tim, I want to start with you. You previously worked
last game wasn't even that scary. It was like, you know,
how would you say the Space Marine?
You said it was like a scary game.
That is a good question.
Well, it's all melee though.
People did not know that the original Doom guy was actually a Space Marine, inspired by an even older Space Marine, which is the Warhammer 40,000 Space Marines. So, you know, it's really exciting for me to work on Space Marine 2, you know, because it's a great franchise, and I know that it's inspired so many other video games throughout the last 25, 30 years.
Oh, absolutely. And there's so much lore to sift through. And I think this brings us to talk a little bit about the new Space Marine that you're going to get to play, a Primaris Space Marine.
Isn't the Warhammer lore like crazy?
About Captain Titus and what makes this class of Space Marine different from the others in the universe.
So the Space Marine is a brainchild of the Emperor, the kind of leader of this,
guys, I can't get into this.
He saw the dangers.
I'm sorry, I don't want to be rude. I just can't get into this at all.
A super soldier.
But what if something's really good after this?
Yeah, we're
different
about to miss
factions, the different
like
chapters have different genetic traits of the Emperor.
Stardew game.
But what makes the
Okay, let's make a bet. Let's make a bet.
different is
Next game, what
that,
is it?
A guy named Belisarius,
2D dog shit.
kind of chief
I say
scientist,
a
went
simulating
back, did some
a
digging in the
simulator.
old data, and found a way to enhance the qualities that a
feel like-
Space Marine has by installing new devices, new kind of bio.
Yeah, I'm trying to spend some time. It's making my bars
now
lag.
these
So what
guys
can I
are
do?
2.5 meter tall monsters capable of destroying anything in their path.
It's reminding
There's
me of
no
the
way there's a
1,000
space game
times
out
I have
there.
rewatched
It's gonna be a
Star Wars
ra-
animation.
racing
It's
RPG.
So exciting. It's so exciting that we now get to be
Racing
in that position
RPG.
to play
Okay,
that
that's
kind
your
of
bet.
character.
XQC?
And in the trailer, we saw a lot of Tyranids. Are they the main enemy that you're going to be against? If so, what makes them such a compelling
like
foe?
retro
In this particular
story game
the
RPG.
Tyranids are the main focus, and what makes them compelling is that they are
And there's been a racing
extragalactic,
RPG, by the way, it's Burnout.
locust-like creatures. They've come in from goodness knows where. They spread like wildfire. They devour everything in their path, and they leave nothing in their wake.
So one of the great things about the Tyranids is they come in the thousands. And our proprietary engine, the Saber Swarm engine, can deliver these epic battles. Now we will have thousands of Tyranids,
kind of epic.
and you will rip and tear through them all.
I mean, that is so thrilling because this is the sort of thing that older games couldn't even hope to do. And you're talking a little bit about combat. I know that some of the previous entries were more melee focused. What's the combat like in Space Marine 2?
So the combat in Space Marine 2 is a mix of in-your-face melee combat along with some really cool over-the-top weapons. So we looked at the original Space Marine game where it had a lot of this push-forward combat, which has inspired many other video games, but that never
I'm going to next.
never take cover combat is integral to
Holy
Space Marine
fuck,
2,
I'm so
along
excited.
with these really cool, powerful weapons. So you're either tearing up enemies in front of you, or you're blowing them away from the back of the battlefield.
Getting news: Escape 4, GTA 6.
I mean, that sounds
next.
so terrific.
Really?
I mean, I know you guys are huge fans
Yeah,
of the
Escape 4,
40K
GTA
lore,
6,
so I'm
and
curious
Minecraft
about
2.
working on this project. What's
Nah,
the most
next is
fun
the forest.
seeing come together? I mean, what's Saber Interactive focusing on right now?
Right at the beginning of the project, Tim and I went to the Warhammer
Sounds good to
Museum,
me.
which was an incredible experience. And you go around all these cabinets where these incredible miniatures that have been painted by these masters are arranged in these dioramas. You find yourself kind of crouching down and looking into the ranks of Space Marines that are facing Tyranids or Orcs or whatever.
NFT.
And something that Tim and I said at
No,
that
it's,
moment was,
you have
we
to buy
need
the
to
plastic
make this
pieces, man. You gotta put them
come
together.
alive. I don't want to look
Yeah,
at
to
this.
paint them
I want to
properly.
be inside this. I want to
There used
be
to be stores in the mall
gunning
where you
down
go
Tyranids
paint.
by the
Okay.
thousands. And
Yeah,
so
yeah, I know.
seeing that actually happen and come
I
alive
used to
has
walk
been
by that shit
thrilling.
like, what the fuck
Am I
is
going
that?
to feel
I have
like
a couple
the
friends
characters in the
that still
Astartes
paint those.
animation? Because
That's why I
if
would get
so,
my
then
fucking
I'm
Pokemon
buying the
cards
game
and
immediately.
figures.
Even more so, when you're wielding one of those massive weapons and you're faced with 1,000 Tyranids who all want to eat you alive, and you're just letting rip, and you can see shell casings bursting out of these massive weapons one after another. The sound, the gameplay, the way it feels is all designed to make you feel like the most powerful warrior in the universe.
Well, perfect. That answers everything. Thank you so much, Tim and Oliver from Saber Interactive, for joining us.
stronger
I
than you,
can't
dude.
wait. Warhammer 40K, Space Marine 2
Okay,
comes to
so
PC,
I say simulator,
PS5, Xbox
Stardew
Series
type of
X
game,
and
maybe.
S soon. Now, next, we have a few more surprises for you up the sleeves of our proverbial power armor. First,
racing RPG.
Replicant D6's homage to the golden days, or should I say, golden eyes of 90s console shooters, and an
Golden
atmospheric
eye.
sci-fi adventure on the Red Planet from Frontier Developments and Kyoken Interactive. Let's take a look.
Yeah, Poker's right. They really are just going backwards now.
They're literally going backwards and making it worse.
This was fun when we didn't know how to make shooters yet.
It was fun because it was the first shooter.
It's funny because it was fucking 2004. Like what?
It's funny because you go to Blockbuster and it's the only game you could get for a fucking week or two.
Hello, Mr. XQC. I want
Yo,
to
if
thank
I ever
you
had
for
a game, if I rented a
inspiring
game
me
I
to
didn't like,
start
it would find my
streaming.
mom.
I relate to you on so many things, and it
Mom,
makes my
please, go
life
back.
better. Have a good
my
rest
God.
of your day.
Come on,
Love from
That would be
Candy.
me.
Shall we have a business lunch at F1 weekend?
Bro, for video, imagine one game on
probably not.
Steam,
Sarah?
you had to go to a store and get the game.
Ryan, this is Kathy.
And it was like a
Can you hear
gamble
me?
if it was good.
Yeah, you didn't even
Oh,
know.
Please come in.
Space, by the way.
Oh, we haven't got any of these today. It's kind of interesting.
Haven't seen much space today, so let's see. They fucking finally got what we need. We're looking for planets, stars.
Hey, why are you going to space? Stay here.
I need to know
Take back.
that when we get there, you'll make the right decisions. We can do this. What do you expect to
Interesting.
find on Mars?
Yeah, it looks actually different, which is cool.
So, we've been working for this game for about 14 years.
We thought space made a lot of
Hi,
sense.
my name's Elise Chappell,
Oh,
and I play
shit.
Kathy Johansson in the out-of-this-world sci-fi epic Deliver Us Mars.
Wait a
Join
minute.
Kathy and the crew of the Zephyr on an unmissable adventure as they journey to the Red Planet to recover technology vital to the survival of Earth and humankind. Deliver Us Mars is set to land on
This
September
reminds
27th
me of that one
and is
AVGN
available to
video
pre-order now
about
on
Action
PlayStation,
52 where
Xbox,
over half
Steam,
the
and
games
Epic
were
Games
fucking
Store.
space shooters.
Oh, it was short though, thank God.
Stay a while.
And listen.
To this list of games still to come, the team behind Half-Life Alyx Levitation will put their mod where their mouth is, and then it's paradox time. Not as in us creating an actual time paradox, we're going to show you the latest from Victoria 3.
Boys, I think it's time.
Bro, they're showing a mod.
Your entire
Our
butt off
consoles
with
have
the
better
creeping horror of
graphic
Greenwood.
cards than these
All
They're
games.
showing a
and
mod.
just
Honestly, I
but
thought
first,
COVID was an
a
excuse.
final
It's
pop
just
quiz
the
for all you
boomers.
Valorant, CS:GO, and League of
yeah.
Legends players. How much has esports
They're showing a
revenue
mod
increased
I'm gonna
since
buy with my
2016?
Razer gift card.
Compass Data Centers wants to hear
And the gift card I
and you
bought
can
with
scan
my
this QR code
Visa
on the screen
Mana.
for a chance
With
to win
Mana,
a $500
yeah.
Razer gift card.
Which I got points
Visit
by doing League of Legends
gaming.compassdatacenters.com
challenges on the
to
Xbox
enter.
Battle
Game
Pass.
Pass, yeah.
And now, back to the show.
Up next, we're going to take a look at Stormgate, the highly anticipated real-time strategy game from Frost Giant. Then, our resident RTS addict is going to sit down with some of the game developers to ask the hard-hitting questions like, when can we play this already?
Huh?
What?
Real?
Dude, I swear, all that shit's always a lie. It's like one guy's cousin.
2 years ago, our team assembled with a shared vision to build a brand new real-time strategy game. Together, we've been fortunate to work on some of the greatest RTS games of all time, and now we have a chance to do it again by creating the next evolution of that legacy. Today, we are so excited to share a first glimpse of Storm,
What you did, you're not
an
wrong.
exclusive sneak peek into the universe and game that we've been creating for you. Stormgate takes place in an all-new post-apocalyptic setting where science fiction and fantasy collide. Our story begins
It sounds like
hundreds
StarCraft,
of
it
years
sounds
in Earth's
like-
future,
Yeah, the
following
music.
the near extinction
Yeah.
of humanity.
They only have the music
This
guy.
great calamity was caused by the
Oh, just the genre, not really.
a playable alien
They only have the
race
guitarist.
that are hell-bent on claiming this planet as their own. With our story, we
Sorry,
are
I'm
creating
sorry.
an ever-expanding game universe, told through an
Bro, I
ongoing
can make
series
that
of
background when I was a
campaign
kid
missions that you
doing
can
After
play
Effects.
solo or cooperatively. New chapters will come out
That
regularly,
looked
along
like
with
a-
new units,
like
maps,
a video
modes,
tutorial.
and plenty of other
How to
surprises.
make cool thing.
In addition to
Honestly,
campaign
this
missions,
trailer
we're
looks
building a
cooler than the
world-class
fucking
competitive
D4 one did.
experience with
Wait, next gen
grassroots and
esports.
professional tournaments accessible.
Rockstar,
for
it's coming up?
directly
Yeah, sure,
in
man.
the game. There will be different leagues suitable for all levels of experience. In our new 3-player co-op versus AI mode, you'll level up your heroes, collect rewards, and customize your forces.
It didn't
to
look that bad when I
new
looked at it like
styles of
this, but I mean,
gameplay
it's
and
RTS at the end of the day, you know?
44, 44, 44, 44, 44, 44.
Stormgate will be free to play,
44,
but not pay to win, and there will be no.
Yeah, I feel the exact same way. I don't like
Beta
when-
testing
No
starts
NFTs,
next
I don't
week.
want it,
You
I
can
don't want
sign
it.
up now to
I
Yeah,
like when
I
games
am
talk about,
out of there.
I'm out of there, yeah.
Play
esports and stuff when the games I'm in like.
Yeah, Way to tell me that straight off the fucking bat. I was
You
thinking
might
about
happen
fucking
to
putting all
know
my
that I'm a
energies
huge
up in
fan
that
of
bitch.
real-time strategy games. StarCraft is my favorite game. I played it for 25 years. I still play it, and that's why I am so thrilled today to be talking to Frost Giant Studios. They're a group of amazing developers who have worked on literally my favorite games of all time. And we're here to talk about their brand new, free-to-play, real-time strategy game set in a post-apocalyptic Earth. It's Stormgate. And here to talk about it is the CEO and production director at Frost Giant, Tim Morton. Thanks for joining us, Tim.
Thank you so much for having me here.
I want to know about the world. I want to know about the game. Tell
Okay,
us what
guys,
is
I'm actually falling asleep.
Alright, this
I've been awake
is
for like a
our
long
first
time.
game as a new
I'm
studio.
done with this.
It is classic real-time strategy.
Surely this game will be completely unique and absolutely nothing like any other games.
A universe that ties everything
boys.
together, but provide different kinds of experiences.
What I want to do, you guys
for
wanna?
players.
Yeah, I don't. Chat, I'm done. Yes, I'm done with it, guys. I'm actually done with it.
So play.
No, I'm not
open-ended
ending the stream,
co-op,
man. I know what
but
I'm gonna do
if you're
next.
Somebody who really enjoys competition, we've got 1 versus 1 high.
I guess I have to stay awake. I
and
have to stay awake.
those
Otherwise,
are very
I have
different
to
ways
stay
to
awake.
play in some ways, but they're also all unified by the universe, by the races,
Gamble, bro.
by the units. So
Are you down?
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what I was thinking, to be
A
honest.
little bit about that core
I'm down to watch a little bit of Gamba, honestly.
Okay, I'll gamble a little bit. I'll go to bed.
And I know that for you, the game feeling really
Alright, I'm gonna
good,
go,
really
guys. Have fun.
smooth to play.
Guys, I'm literally autopilot brain right now. Check, guys. I want to ruin it. Check, guys. Listen. I have to stay awake because if I don't stay awake, it's gonna be the same thing again. Tomorrow night it'll be like I'm awake late and it's gonna be terrible and it's gonna be terrible.